Hola a todos, ¿cómo están el día de hoy? Espero que se encuentren muy bien. Yo feliz de estar aquí con ustedes, nuevamente con ustedes. Today we're going to talk about you in Spanish. Are you ready? Let's see. So first, just a little introduction why I chose this topic. I've been, for the past few months, I've been asked to talk about all the difference of you in Spanish. As you know, in English, it's just you, even if you speak to one person or more than one person. However, in Spanish, we have two ways on the singular and two ways on the plural. And another one that I will talk by the end of the video, but don't worry about that for now, okay? So, we're going to start first with the singular form. Okay, the singular form will start with tú. Okay, tú is you informal, how you speak to your friends, to your mates, to your colleague. Okay, I'm talking in a singular form. So if I go to work, if I see one of my colleagues, I will say, hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, in a informal way. Or if I go to the bar, to the pub, I see my mates there, but one, remember, a singular, I say, ¿cómo estás? Bien? ¿Cómo estás? Okay? So that is in an informal way too. Now, with usted is still singular, okay? Singular when speaking to one person, but is in a polite way. Okay, now when I say the term polite, sometimes it's kind of hard to understand, especially depending of the culture or the country that you come from, the language that you speak, because it's a concept that is not that easy to understand regarding language for all the cultures. Why I'm saying that? Because when I mean I use usted instead of tú in a singular form, I keep repeating myself, is not because by using tú you are unpolite or rude, of course not, but usted is used in a way, for example, when you speak to somebody who is, for first time especially, with somebody who's older than you, or like to express hierarchy, like the way you're speaking to your boss, to your teacher at the school, okay, to a judge, to the police, okay? So express politeness in that context. For example, if I go to speak for first time maybe to the director of the school where I work, I will say, ¿cómo está usted? Or ¿cómo está? Okay, it's not necessary to say usted all the time, but by saying ¿cómo está is already implied, then it's polite because it's using the usted conjugation. Okay, so if it was just a colleague from work, ¿cómo estás? In a polite form, ¿cómo está? And it's used again in situations when you feel then it's not lack of respect, but you feel then it's like better, especially if it's the first time that you speak with a person, to show because it's older than you or the type of hierarchy that this person have, to show respect. Okay, so that is regarding the singular form. Let's move to the plural, whereas most of the time all this dilemma and all these discussions, even fights sometimes, see on the different platforms regarding this topic. Why? Because in Spanish we have leaving aside the singular form, we have in the plural we have vosotros and vosotras and ustedes. Okay, now we're in the plural. When I mean in the plural, I keep repeating, is because it's you again, but this is you to more than one person. So if I speak to one person, tú usted. But if I speak with 2, 3, 100 people, okay, more than one person, I'm gonna use vosotros and vosotras or ustedes. Now, when to use vosotros and vosotras and ustedes? And people tell me, super easy. Vosotros and vosotras is informal and ustedes polite. In a way, and maybe in Spain, but in the rest of the world, no. I'm gonna go into that. In Spain, and only in Spain, is the use, okay? It's common most of the time, the use of vosotros and vosotras. Vosotros refer to male, vosotras to referring to female, okay? So vosotros and vosotras is the you plural, okay? Let's be honest, used most of the time in Spain when we refer to more than one person. However, in the case of ustedes, it's used in Spain, and of course they know and they understand the way of ustedes, but in Spain it can be used as a polite way, kind of like the usted. Okay, why repeating this is only in Spain? Because in the rest of the Spanish speaking world, and the rest of the Spanish speaking countries, meaning that Spanish is spoken in the United States and Central and in South America, we never use vosotros or vosotras. Not because we polite or unpolite, we use only ustedes. Okay, and people, oh wow, but why you have to have this politeness and respect? It's not because politeness or unpoliteness. It's because the vosotros way does not exist at all in Latin America. Okay, it's only ustedes, the only form to refer as you, plural. Okay, so for example, when you say hello in Spain to more than one people, to more than one person, you will say ¿cómo estáis? Okay, ¿cómo estáis vosotros? ¿Cómo estáis vosotras? O ¿cómo estáis? And then the rest of the Spanish-speaking countries, we will say ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están ustedes? O ¿cómo están? Okay, so the conjugation changed to the ustedes form to express you plural in all the countries besides Spain. Now, I know that some people tend to get confused when to use, because they hear about this boss. I'm gonna speak about that in a minute, okay? But just to clarify, vos have nothing to do and is not a short form of vosotros and vosotras. Vos is another conjugation for two, and I'm gonna go down in a minute, okay? So just to finish with the vosotros and vosotras and ustedes, okay? When people ask me, so if I go to Spain, should I learn just vosotros? Actually, no, because in Spain they use both, vosotros and vosotras and ustedes, okay? And if I go to Latin America, so what should I learn? If you want to learn both, it's brilliant, learn both. Now, if you go and speak as vosotros in Latin America, people are gonna understand you. They're not gonna use it because it's not our way, but of course they're gonna understand you. And the same thing when you go to Spain, okay? I'm South American and I speak as ustedes, and I work and I have colleagues from Spain, okay? They refer as vosotros, I speak as ustedes, we still understand each other. It's not an issue. It's not a dramatical, oh my God, they're not gonna understand me, which one I choose. No, you don't need to choose. Okay, according to the country you're gonna go, probably you're gonna eventually feel more comfortable to use one way or another. Obviously, if you're in the US or in countries close to Latin America, or Latin America is your destination, yeah, most likely that you're never gonna use vosotros. But if you tend to go all the time on holidays to Spain, or you're planning to go to Spain later on to live, what is the case of many people here in England, yeah, probably you're gonna get naturally more comfortable with vosotros. And in that case, anyway, you will need to learn both ways. Now, I want to just clarify about vos. Vos is, again, not a short form of vosotros or vosotras. Vos is instead of tú, and it's a different type of conjugation, and it's spoken in places like Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, some regions in Bolivia, some regions in Costa Rica, some regions in Cuba. Again, it's mainly speaking and basically spoken like everywhere, instead of two in an informal way, in places like Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay, and some other regions in Latin America. But we, in the Spanish-speaking world, we do not teach vosotros, vos, what is el voseo. We focus on the four ways of you, tú, usted, vosotros and vosotras and ustedes. We, not because it's not important, voseo is really important and it's a form that is valid, that conjugation is valid, it's recognized by RAE, la Real Academia Española. However, it's not the type of Spanish we focus here in the Spanish-speaking world. We focus, try to focus more on the international way to spoken everywhere. Okay, and we do mention the vosotros way as we base in Europe, we base in the United Kingdom, so we also focus and teach you the vosotros Spanish way. Okay, I don't know if you knew about this, I don't know if you heard about this before. I do hope that this video was informative, then you find it interesting. Let us know in the comment if you knew already about this topic. And if you want to know more, actually next week is a live on our main page on Facebook, when we're gonna discuss and we're gonna talk about the main differences between Spanish from Latin America and Spanish from Spain. Again, if you like this video, help us with a like, sharing the video, and of course subscribing to our channel. I hope to see you again in our next videos. Ciao, ciao.